A lot of people ask why Mormons, why can't they drink coffee, have tea and tobacco? Well, the main reason is because the Lord, through His prophets, have told us not to do so. Sometimes we're instructed to do things that it may seem like that they don't make sense, but later we understand that it's for our best. And so, do a lot of members of the church partake of these things? Absolutely. But they can't hold a calling if they're doing so. The LDS Church uses what's called the Word of Wisdom that's found in Section 89 of the Doctrine and Covenants as a guideline to help members follow what is best for their body, their mind, and spirit. It was an inspired revelation given to the prophet Joseph Smith in 1833, recorded in the Doctrine and Covenants. And here's the promise given to all the saints who follow this counsel. It says, "And all saints who remember to keep and do these sayings, walking in obedience to the commandments, shall receive health in their navel and marrow to their bones, and shall find wisdom and great treasures of knowledge, even hidden treasures, and shall run and not be weary, and shall walk and not faint." And here's what he says that I think is so amazing. He says, "And I, the Lord, give unto them a promise that the destroying angel shall pass by them as the children of Israel and not slay them." How many of us could use that? The destroying angel passing by us. The Word of Wisdom, as revealed in 1833, did not become an actual commandment as part of the Temple Recommend process until the 1930s. It was simply a law of health, not a commandment. The forbidden substances, alcohol, wine, tobacco, coffee, tea, and so forth in the Word of Wisdom serve as a gateway to more harmful substances. As stated in verse 4 of Section 89, evil designs would exist in the hearts of conspiring men in the future to promote and market heavily the products given in the Revelation. Verse 5 states that we are to abstain from drinking wine or strong drinks, which are alcoholic beverages, because they're not good for us. Regarding wine, when using for the sacrament back at that time, because some will bring that up, it was not to be a strong drink, but instead fresh juice, not fermented, the pure wine of the grape of the vine. Strong drinks are not for the belly, meaning the stomach. Verse 8 indicates that we're to abstain from tobacco, meaning both smoking and chewing it, as it's not good for the belly and it's not good for man. Now, some people ask where the words tea and coffee are found because they're not in the Section 89, and the answer is found in verse 9 where it says hot drinks. And a better answer is straight from the mouth of Joseph, the prophet, where he stated tea and coffee are what the Lord meant when He said hot drinks. Direct revelation from the heavens, which puts the end to that debate. Some of the members tend to think that, since the word hot is used, it gives them the right to drink tea and coffee cold or iced, and that's not the case. Some of it think of it as literal, that we shouldn't even have hot chocolate either, and that's not the case. Of course, any drink that's too hot or burns when you drink it, it's going to be against the law of common sense. Cola and caffeinated drinks are not to be added to the Word of Wisdom because they're not a matter of temple worthiness, but instead are left to our own interpretation of what's good and what's bad. Now, vegetarian diet, some feel that verse 13 indicates, proof of a system of vegetarianism. And the Lord states, "It is pleasing to me that they," meaning the meat, "should not be used, but only in times of winter or cold or famine." That's what it says. Now, the brethren of the church indicated that the Word of Wisdom is not a system of vegetarianism. We can eat meat sparingly. There's nothing wrong with that. Of course, those whose bodies, seem to function best on a meat-free diet are welcome to follow such eating habits as, having no meat. But we must also be cautious that we don't impose our preferences upon other members of the church as doctrine of the church. So what it says is, again, "Whoso forbiddeth to abstain from meats, that man should not eat the same," meaning meat, "is not ordained," meaning authorized or approved of God. "For the beasts of the field and the fowls of the air is ordained," meaning authorized by the Lord, "for the use of man, for food and raiment," meaning clothing, "that he might have abundance."